Loaded on up. Getting ready to go to the motocross real early. What's up, guys? We're at 221MX today. First moto lined up in 250B, third moto of the day. We've got a nice smooth track. Looking forward to it. So there's the Honda guy. He was in my class. He got caught up there with one of the 250A guys. We started on the 250A with the 250A class. These guys are flying. I'm doing my best to hold my own right now. So there he goes down, and at this point I thought I was home free for the rest of the moto. This dude was absolutely flying though. I got to get a little bit more of that send it mentality and kind of go for it a little bit more in these motos. Just not quite used to that, racing off road. But I was trying my hardest and trying to give it a good effort. And I figured this lap we were going to come to the white flag. You'll start to see me looking around trying to look for a white flag, and there was no white flag. I think we went a lap longer in this moto than normal because it was part of the A class, and I had really sprinted pretty hard to try to hold the gap, and the fact that he went down, I think it killed some of my intensity and allowed him to try to bridge the gap before the moto was over. Also, this tabletop was my kryptonite most of the day. Stay tuned to see if I can figure that out. Some of these mistakes were really hurting me, and I knew it. I could hear him coming, and I think it was just a little too late on my part. Can't make those types of mistakes. Want to give a quick shout out to Greg Boyle for the drone clip. He posted this on Instagram. Really cool. Really appreciate it. I'm sure he's got more drone footage coming, so check him out. So I was pretty happy with how I rode for the most part of the moto. Kind of fell apart there towards the end, but what can you do? Dudes were flying. End up getting third this moto. Try again next moto. Now we're on the big 450 and Collegeboy. There goes 25 plus starting. We're second gate drop. Let's see how we shake out in this moto. Race 24, so quite a bit different track than the race 3 I had raced earlier. So I apologize for the roost. I'm currently in 5th place, a little bit stuck here. Felt like I had a little bit more pace, but it was tough to pass. He makes a little mistake here on the landing, gets cross-rutted. I'm able to take advantage of it and get into 4th place. And the rider you can see up ahead is in 4th. I'm going to try to make a sprint on this last lap and finally hit this dang jump. Not a problem at all. It was just being a baby before it. I had seen a buddy, his hand came off his handlebars when he landed on that one time, and I've just been a little bit weary about it since, and finally pulled the trigger. Botched the rut, lost the ground, knew it was probably over, so mailed it in for a 4th. Not super thrilled on that, got to get better starts. Now we're back to race 3, Moto 2, 250B class. Let's go. In hindsight, this moto was not great. Wish I would have stiffened up my suspension a little bit more for the rougher track. I felt pretty good in the first moto, but the track was quite a bit different than it was in the first moto, and my off-road suspension was a little bit too soft. My 450 suspension was stiffer, so I had high hopes for it for the last moto. A little bit of foreshadowing, but I just think my bike was a little bit too soft for the conditions in the second moto. Coming in here to the last 450 Moto, I had a theory that I've been kind of overriding the 450 a little bit too much, and that I was going to take a more steady approach and try to float around the track a little bit more and see how I felt on this rougher track. Now there's a couple things I wanted to point out. This was race 24 of about 25. This moto was about 5 p.m. and the first moto on my two-stroke was around 10 a.m. So completely different track and a lot of adapting to be done, throughout the day. But trying to keep that number 4 in check up there and try to make a race out of this. I feel pretty good so far with this new strategy. He's starting to get caught up behind these guys in traffic. Can I make a move? I all but crashed there, just trying to make it to the finish line at this point. I know he's still right there. Can I make it? Just made it. Ended up getting the Moto win, 4-1 for second overall in Collegeboy.